Good evening, everybody. Toolbox Tuesday update, I guess, and quick update on the Jeep as well. Not too many changes in the toolbox today. I have just one thing I forgot to mention I got last week, or a couple weeks ago, I should say, and then show you a quick update on the progress of the Jeep. I've been grinding and welding up a storm. So for new tools, I guess the only thing really in the big box, I picked up that Tekton dead blow hammer just off Amazon. That chisel behind it, that's actually for doing some concrete chiseling. I'm making a sandbox kind of play area for my daughter, but got that Tekton dead blow because I'm going to be needing a soft blow hammer or a softer face hammer to put my new axle shafts in when I get my housing back. Both housings are now gone out at my buddy's. He was trying to finish up the front this week and then found out that the inner axle seals that he got for last year from a local auto parts store are the wrong ones. So I had to do like a panic quick call to a dealership in the city, and then they screwed up and ordered me the wrong, or they sold them on me when they were supposed to be saving them for me, so then they had to ship them down. So not sure when they're going to get done now. But anyway, I welded the truss on myself actually is what I ended up doing. With my welder. So something else that's different, I have those magnetic welding clamps. They've actually been coming in handy today. I bought them specifically to be doing the caps on my bumper. So that's the progress. Sorry for a little bit of a mess right now. I'm just kind of letting everything settle before I shut down the shop for the night. I'm going to go have a shower and go to bed. I'm actually working right now. I'm second car on call right now. So I don't really like welding when I'm second car on days off, but so that's the start of this side. I got the front and the top welded. I still have to do a little bit of trimming on the bottom and welding underneath, which is, it's the shits because of course it drips on you and burns your arm a little bit. So finish cleaning up that side, but this side over here is all ready to go. So welded on the top and the front and underneath, and on the side here's all clean. So turned out pretty good. Haven't done anything like that for quite a few years. I had an old truck I was doing rust repair and stuff on, but I was doing all that welding with a oxidacetylene torch back in the day. So this is the most welding I've done in the last few weeks. It's the most I've ever really done with a MIG, but I'm starting to really get the hand of it. This side wasn't so bad on the top and the front to weld, grind my welds. The bottom was kind of ugly because, of course, it's dripping a little bit. It had gravity against me, but the beadlocks are ready. So those are all welded and ground. Just waiting for some paint to show up. Painting it with Pour 15. And the rings up here, they're ground too. The first round, I just have to get myself another one of these flap discs to kind of even out the grind. That one just worn out. I just got to go get another one tomorrow. So I got a couple, I think 2 or 3 of those left to do another side. So been using my grinder pretty steady the last couple days. It's been kind of non-stop, and you can see a little bit of powder on the floor. Every time I've switched sides, like after I did this side, I fired my vacuum up and vacuumed up all the shavings and stuff. So having that vacuum actually really makes quick work of all the grinding I've been doing. So tomorrow's plan is to finish up this side in the afternoon, because at 7 o'clock tomorrow night I go back to first car. So I can be doing some shop work, but I can't be getting as dirty as when I'm on second car. Like I wear gloves and I'm wearing coveralls right now, but you know I got to be careful because if I'm first car I could be sitting doing nothing and then having to go on a call right away, and we only have so many minutes to get down to the shop, to the base. So another project for tomorrow is I have on the bottom of my welding cart there, that's the new lock pin for my swing out here that had broke off a couple years ago. And my back bumper is a Garvin. It's from the States. And unfortunately I put the sticker for the Garvin, I put it on my toolbox because it had a tear in it. But so this is where that lock pin's got to go. I got to do a little more grinding to prep. I tried welding the old one back on before, but it wasn't a very good weld. But yeah, the company's awesome. I emailed them and just said, you know, I really Enjoying your bumper. It's been really, really durable. It's, it's gone to Moab and Colorado twice and whatnot. But I broke this lock pin. I said, would it be possible, is there one from a hardware store, something that you could recommend that I could buy as a replacement? And then also, would it be possible to get another sticker? Because, I put stickers for my products that I run on the back, and I also have some up here on the fender. So, but they were awesome enough. They sent me the new pin free of charge. They didn't get me a new sticker, but not the end of the world. But yeah, this swing arm, it's I try to remember how much it was. I want to say it was about $2,300 or $2,500, so it wasn't cheap. But the only damage really, other than that lock pin falling off, was I've scraped some of the powder coat off the bottom, rubbing on rocks. But it held up really good. I'm really impressed, and I like having the extra gas cans on the back because those 2 fuel cans, it's 40 liters. That gives me almost another half a tank of gas. So when I go to the mountains and whatnot, I have more fuel range. And then, so yeah, I carry a shovel and an axe and then my high lift because this thing's, of course, high enough to not be able to use a factory jack on it anymore. But anyway, so that's what I've been up to. Last few days, been grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding and welding and grinding. So finish it up tomorrow, and then other than painting those bead locks, I am pretty much caught up until my axles get back to me. So I've pretty much done everything I can do. There's a little bit of wiring I can do on the bottom of this diff. I have to replace the one plug because it ripped out when I pulled the diff out. But I'm kind of caught up. So if I can get those axles back and get them painted, I got a little bit more grinding and painting to do on them. I'm hoping that, it should only take a day or so to put one, each end in. One for the front, one for the back. Hopefully I have all the parts I need and I won't run into any more problems, but because I'm running out of time. I wanted this done for this upcoming weekend, and there's no way that's going to happen. So, but I have another family reunion at the end of the month here, August long weekend. So I need this thing done because I have my daughter for 4 days for the reunion, and then I have 5 days afterwards that I've been thinking about taking just solo fishing trip or solo camping trip. I haven't had really any alone time for about 2 years. So last summer I ended up working 2 jobs, and that's a long story for another time. But so yeah, hopefully by the end of, or sometime next week, those rims should be painted. I have mounting beads to throw in them because I'm mounting them myself, of course, here. So get those mounted up, painted then mounted up, and then they're ready to get put on an axle. So anyway, it's almost 10 o'clock, so I should go have a quick shower and head to bed because you never know when the sick people are going to call. So it's in the nature of my job. You can see my radio sitting right there. So I've been grinding away and radio's sitting there ready to go. So everybody have a good night. Keep up with the toolbox tours and the updates and shop tours. And I've got a lot of good ideas just with shop tour videos with different places to store things and whatnot. So everybody else, keep doing what you're doing and enjoy watching your stuff. Take care.